My name's Luke Broadway, UKI Enterprise Sales Manager.
And I'm Niall Wright. I work in the public sector team in the UK.
Now, to really understand our value proposition and how we've got to the point of fourth generation cloud today, what we've done is map out the journey from a cloud perspective, starting at first gen, all the way through to the evolution of fourth gen. We're then going to jump into a demo of the XIQ platform. There's a bit of bonus content for you guys at the end as well, to make sure you stick around.
So let's talk about why people move to cloud first and go through the evolution that we've got to moving on to fourth gen. So what was first generation cloud? So first gen cloud was taking a piece of software, hosting that on a VM, and then putting that into a cloud architecture. So why do people do that? Well, it allowed them more flexible deployment, but also allowed far easier scaling. There was then quite a big jump from first gen to second gen cloud. We took that monolithic application on a server system and moved to a cloud architecture with something called microservices. That also permitted HA, high availability, and increased scaling. So microservices are key from Gen 2 onwards. So what is the definition of a microservice? A microservice breaks down that monolithic application into a collection of services. These individual services then communicate with one another using lightweight protocols and messaging services. So a microservice allows us to update one aspect without having an impact on the rest of our software. So there is then a huge jump between Gen 2 and 3. So Luke, what does that look like?
There's a huge jump between Gen 2 and 3. In fact, it's a complete new architecture rebuild. Think of it as moving from a blockbuster model to a Netflix. It's the introduction of big data. It's the introduction of machine learning and artificial intelligence. Now, one of the key differences between third and fourth gen is the fact that we're now starting to introduce fully containerized microservices. So all those individual components that Niall was talking about, they can expand and contract as and when resources are required. And by being fully containerized, it means that we're not bound just to AWS. We can start to introduce wider cloud technologies or running on other clouds such as Google, which in a retail environment may be very, very relevant. They may not want to host services on a big competitor such as Amazon. And I'm sure there's other further developments coming down the line from a cloud perspective, such as Microsoft in the future.
So let's look at some of the facts about why people move to cloud. So the first one is increased flexibility. So Luke touched on it there. We are now at a situation where we can host on multiple different cloud instances like AWS or Google, but Extreme now offer quite a flexible portfolio of products and solutions with your more traditional networking equipment like the controller, or we can go controllerless with cloud. And we can do that public, private, or local cloud instances as well.
So Niall, could I get my existing Wing infrastructure into the cloud?
So that is definitely on the roadmap, and we'll show you that in the demo where we've taken some existing Extreme components and we can monitor and view them inside the XIQ platform.